This week, Mel gets a bit spooked by survival horror experience Until Dawn. Continuing a theme, we find out more about Horizon Zero Dawn from Guerrilla Games, and Jonny Robot catches up with Crystal Dynamics to talk Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week Nintendo has broken our collective hearts once again with the news that Star Fox Zero has been delayed and will definitely not be out for Christmas this year. The news came directly from Shigeru Miyamoto, so we can't even hope that it was somehow lost in translation. Instead, the series creator has said that while technically the game could be finished in time for the holidays, it would be unpolished and not up to the standards the development team had set for themselves. So instead, we have to wait until Q1 2016, and fingers crossed that means more January than March. There's more bad news on the way from Konami, who seems to have dropped all AAA development except for the Pro Evolution Soccer series. This is despite the runaway success of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, something the studio should really have seen coming. However, word on the street is that there will be no more Metal Gear games and no more Silent Hill either. The studio is completing work on Metal Gear Online and then looks set to shift focus almost completely to mobile games. There is, however, some good news. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has snagged the series its very first Australian R18 classification. Activision has been concerned about ratings before, submitting Modern Warfare 2 under a code name to hopefully avoid any negative press from a refused classification decision, but this is the first time the series has earned the adults-only rating. Unsurprisingly, it's due to high-impact violence and strong impact themes, so you will need to be a grown-up if you want to play Black Ops 3 when it launches on November 6. And also this week, Sony officially removed the codename from Project Morpheus, announcing the surprisingly uninspired new name for its virtual reality headset. You should now put PlayStation VR on your wishlist, and you might need to wish pretty hard for it. Sony CEO Andrew House has come out and said that the new technology will cost something similar to an entire new console, with prices expected to be around the $400 mark in the US. In Australia, of course, who knows what that could be, but it's not looking cheap. Still with PlayStation news, and the powers that be are asking for more money to make Shenmue 3. Of course, the developer isn't phrasing it quite like that because that sounds greedy. Instead, fans are being offered a second chance to throw cash at the game through a brand new Slacker backer program. Nearly 70,000 people have already pledged via Kickstarter, making the game the most funded Kickstarter game ever, but it seems some people weren't able to get their money in by the deadline. Now they're getting another chance, or if you have already given the studio money, you can do it all over again. Shenmue 3 is due out in 2017 for PS4 and PC, and will be released then whether or not you have backed the game yourself. Coming out much sooner than that is Minecraft Story Mode, which is landing on PC, Mac, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One on October 13, with iOS and Android releases just a few days later. The game puts an all-new spin on the popular Minecraft world, with a star-studded lineup telling a tale of 4 avatars on a quest to find the Order of the Stone. For the first time in a Telltale series, you can customize your main character. Jessie can be male or female, voiced by either Patton Oswalt or Catherine Tabor, respectively. Other voice actors on the project include Brian Posen, Ashley Johnson, Scott Porter, Martha Plimpton, Dave Fennoy, Corey Feldman, Billy West, and Paul Rubens, that is, Pee Wee Herman. There are some more dates that we can tell you. The PC version of Need for Speed has been delayed into 2016 as Ghost Games announces they need more time to put the proper polish on the racer. Part of the delay is so the studio can implement an unlocked frame rate and a few visual tweaks, something fans have been politely asking for. The Uncharted 4 multiplayer demo has not been delayed and will be held from December 4 to 13 for anyone who has a copy of the Nathan Drake Collection and a PlayStation Plus membership. The Nathan Drake Collection, on the other hand, launches from October 7, exclusively for PS4. Dark Souls 3 is also getting a limited beta test, sort of, as Bandai Namco announces a PS4 network test for the upcoming game to run in mid-October. Places are extremely limited and will be chosen at random from a list of gamers who have signed up at cbt.darksouls3.com, so if you're into that sort of thing, we wish you the very best of luck. In more PlayStation-y news, we can confirm that World of Tanks is also headed to PlayStation 4, as revealed at Tokyo Game Show this past week. The new version of the game has been given a super shiny graphical overhaul and will be completely free for all console owners, and you won't need PS Plus to play. That said, if you are a subscriber, you will get some extra goodies, like a whole extra tank, so there are obviously some benefits. There's no date for that one just yet, beyond the traditional, coming soon. There will not be a Five Nights at Freddy's 5, says series creator Scott Cawthon, but we haven't seen the last of the horror franchise. In addition to the movie that's in development, Cawthon has also announced a new spin-off project, Five Nights at Freddy's World, which is an RPG. This one is headed to Android, iOS and PC, and while we were hoping for a demo by Halloween, it looks like that's not going to happen. Movie news this week, we've got nothing new, but we do have something quite old. Pokémon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, is 15 years old and it is returning to cinemas in Australia and New Zealand. If you missed this one the first time around, or if you just like to revisit the peak of Pokemania, keep an eye out for session times. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, got plenty more still to come.